Toiletry kits are probably one of the most essential items that I bring on any trip that's over, say, like 2 to 3 days. And the market for toiletry kits is kind of massive, right? You can do anything from like a gallon Ziploc bag to a $100 premium leather, water resistant, put it on a nuclear missile and shoot it into space kind of toiletry kit. And there's a lot of things in between, anywhere from expensive Amazon to cheap Amazon, good name brand, cheap name brand, all different kinds of shapes and sizes that can hold a different set of needs or things that you might want to bring for your toiletry kit. And I have used tons of different types of brands and bags and pouches, and I did a whole video on toiletry kits not too long ago. And I gotta say that of all the ones that I've used, Gravels are still hands down my favorite because they have found a way to pretty much broaden across all the different types of markets, from something that's a little bit larger, something that's a little bit more on the medium size, and now my all-time personal favorite, something that is perfect for those of us that don't bring a lot, but still need to bring it in a container or a pouch, if you will, that'll keep it safe and make it water resistant, making sure it's not spill, plenty of room for everything, not too crazy, and not overly complicated. And the new Gravel Explorer Mini, I think, is probably my new favorite go-to toiletry kit. Let's get into it. Okay, so real quick before I get into the Explorer Mini, which this is currently on Kickstarter, only a few days left. I will link the Kickstarter below. It's not a kick booster or anything, it's just a link to the Kickstarter. I don't get any kickback for this, but I will link that below if you're interested. But I wanted to tell you about the other two sizes that Gravel offers, and the first one is the Explorer Max. This thing is huge. It's so big, in fact, that it comes with this, which is a little waterproof sealed pouch that you can put their Gravel little toiletry bottles that you can put like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, things like that in. And this actually fits, if I stop banging it around on my table, there's this compartment back here that it actually fits in, and it puffs this thing out. This thing is gonna be thick, it's gonna be a big old thick boy. But if you need to bring liquids, this is a toiletry kit for you, because this comes out in a TSA clear bag. You pull this out, put it in your thing, put that down, it goes through, it slides back in, and you're good to go. On top of that, there's plenty of organization here for larger items such as shaving cream, if you like use the Harry's ones, not the can, but like the ones that come in the squeeze bottles, almost is how I would call it. Your full-size deodorant, full-size toothbrush, full-size toothpaste, all different kinds of things. Contact solution, the big boys, contact cases, smaller items, anything you need, it can fit in here. I actually had trouble filling this out sometimes on my extended trips, but it honestly is super phenomenal. Plus you have a spot here on the back that's like a fleece or felt line where you could put like sensitive items, maybe reading glasses, passport if you wanted to be extra secure if you're bringing it with you. And in all of their toiletry kits, they have this little loop that comes out, and you can actually like hook it on like the bar in your bathroom. They made like the little door hook on the back. It also lays perfectly flat, so if you want to put it on the back of the what is it called? Toilet? That's what it's called toilet. You can lay it down and everything is right there. And the idea behind this one, as well as the Gravel Explorer Slim, is that they can lay flat or hang up, so you have access to everything you need. And the Mini does a pretty good job of mimicking that, even though it's, I mean, look at the size difference right here. I mean, that's, it's literally, it's the top half of one of these. It's the same size in terms of length, but it's literally, it's so tiny, it's insane. But we're gonna get into that in just a second. The Slim is essentially the same thing as the Max, but without that back compartment that fits all of your liquids. It has a little bit of a different organization setup. It's got a non-see-through, like water-resistant pouch right here, which is perfect. That's where I used to put on my liquids or like body wipes and things like that, depending on the trip I was on. You can still fit things like full-size deodorant, toothbrush, mini toothpaste, and whatever else you might need. Again, it packs out pretty well. Same thing with the fleece line pocket on the back and the ability to hang it up. That's the other two Gravel toiletry kits. I also did an entire video on toiletry kits that I will link up below, where I went through a ton of different ones, not just from Gravel, but again, I feel like since I've had these the longest and they've impressed me the most, that I have to shout these out in this video, just because depending on what kind of trips you're going on, depending on what kind of size you need, maybe you need to buy one of each size so you have a variety, depending on if you're going on like a small weekend, long weekend, or just a long extended trip in general. But the Explorer Mini, I feel, is perfect for those, including myself, that want to go on minimal travel. Bring the smallest amount of items that you possibly can, but still bring in the necessities. This thing is tiny. I love this for the fact alone that it's so easy to pack away in those 30 to 35 liter travel carry-on bags. Plus, Gravel has their own travel system that I've reviewed, and this thing would fit in there perfectly, bring up no room. That bag is massive. It's a bag I lived out of for about, I think it was like a little over a month. I ended up just living out of that bag. It's like a bento box style. So this would fit in there perfectly, leaving plenty of extra room for your other goods. All of these actually fit in their own specific travel bag. I will link that review up here as well, because it's a bag definitely worth checking out, especially the 11 liter. I love the 11 liter bag that they have with that. But anyways, we're here to talk about the Explorer Mini. So it's pretty simple, right? It's not a lot to talk about because it is very small. It's got 2 pouches and a place to hang it. On one side of this, you have your toothbrush and toothpaste, right? Which is essentially, I can fit a full Colgate toothbrush and my Quip toothbrush, toothpaste and toothbrush, right? Full size. You don't need to worry about it. They both fit in here fine. This size has it has a rubbery side material to it. It also has a weather guard zip. If I could get my words to flow properly, that would be fantastic. But this is it. This is your toothbrush and toothpaste. It's just right there. And I like that because when you hang it up, again, the way it hangs up is the zippers. They start at the top, which is where you hang it up. So you can even leave these kind of cracked if you wanted to and pull what you need out. I just undid this, but I will get into the hanging side of things in a minute. Okay, and then the other side is just where you basically throw your items. In here, I have my full-size deodorant, some floss, a razor, and then down here, I have some nail clippers. Normally, I'd have a small thing of contact solution in my contact case in here. Not sure how often I would actually bring a razor, but for the trip that I went on, the overnight trip I went on, I brought one just in case. This is what I kind of packed it out with. And that's it. I mean, we've talked about it. We're done. That's this entire toiletry kit, except for this little rubber guy up here at the top, which you can undo, and then you can, same fashion as the other ones, you can hook it over the bar, the hook in the back. You can even lay this on the toilet seat, however you want. This is a really nice little rubbery thing that if you don't want, it actually comes all the way off. And it's super easy to adjust. It's not difficult, it's not in the way. I like that you can hang it up if you're camping, if you're in a hotel, if you're in a hostel, if you're on a road trip, whatever you're doing, this thing hangs up pretty nicely and it's out of sight. It's super small and it is just honestly a perfect fit in a market that I feel like needed something about this size with this quality, because I don't doubt for a second that there's going to be somebody that says, well, you can just go on Amazon and buy something that's very similar to this for like 10 bucks. And that's fine. You can totally do that. If you want to get the cheaper version of something, that is fine. I just feel very strongly that, for one, you're supporting a company that is phenomenal. Lance over at Gravel is an awesome dude. I've had the pleasure of meeting him a couple times, including going out to eat when we were in Utah. And he's just phenomenal. And I love supporting a company that has great people behind it. And he's a really good dude. On top of that, these materials and this quality is gonna last 10 times longer than any cheap version you get. And that's just my own personal opinion. Again, your mileage may vary, but I feel very strongly that supporting a company like Gravel that was founded through Kickstarter and has found their love and support and their customer base through doing Kickstarters and creating products that have a lot of thought and design and fill a market and are affordable, right? And I feel like Gravel does a very good job of that. So if you're looking for a toiletry kit, I cannot suggest one of these more. Again, the Mini is perfect for minimal, bare bones, what you need to take on a trip. The Slim, slightly more than that. And then the Explorer, you're taking your whole bathroom with you. You need all that stuff, and it works perfectly. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about any of these toiletry kits, let me know down below and I'll do my best to answer those for you. You can follow me on Instagram at Odie_Matthews. And if you need any more photos, videos, if you have any extra questions or comments or whatever, you can hit me up over there. Don't forget to enter the giveaway that I currently have going on, where you can actually win a Monarch duffel bag, a Western Rise t-shirt, and then one of my, what's this? It was right off screen the entire time. The hoodie from my brand that I made or created. The Destination Line hoodie coming November 17th. If you want to win one ahead of everybody else, go check out that giveaway video. There's more details on what the hoodie is over there. Thank you guys so very much for all the love and support. And with all of that, I will see you next time.